Real talk. Week 6 shenanigans. Alrighty. League news as always. Career day Hawkins with the Cardinals' go-to man in their win over the Saints, rewarding the team's faith in him by scoring 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. Louisville's JVN Hawkins with 3 rushing touchdowns, 35-42. These Saints are playing at a high level right now. And he's doing it without even coming and getting no league advice or nothing. He's just over there doing what the hell he wants to, and he ain't playing bad. So, Hap opened their doors to him, and whenever he wants or need it, he can come get it. But right now, he's doing it himself, which makes me even more happier. The fact that he out here putting some work in right now. No containing Cooper. It looks like the Cowboys are up and down. It seems like every time they play the Giants, this Cooper kid goes off over there, and I'm convinced something ain't right over here. So Newman throws another 5 touchdown passes. He opened up his career against the Giants and threw 5 touchdown passes. He comes right back and does it again. So I don't know what's going on over there. I don't think the Giants are that ass right now, but they playing at an ass level, a really ass level right now, getting 70 put up on them, especially the coach that has this team. To me, they into full out tank mode. Ain't no way around that shit. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I just don't believe it. I think you're too talented to be out here letting D West put up 70 on you. Period. Period. You believe it, Nano? You believe Albo is really not that good with this Giants team right now?
We'll see later tonight. I play him, so I think he should be doing better than what he is right now because he's a better user than that. So I think he is pretty well tanking. But
old school. The 49ers, the defense could never get a handle on Coleman, who racked up 128 yards on the ground to help propel the Seahawks over into the victory. Let me ask you this question. 21-17. This game was 17-0 at halftime. In the second half, the game switched around. You shut him out the first half. He shut you out the second half. And Telvin Coleman, man, the guy did you guys let him go or did you trade him?
Nah, we let him go.
Let him go. And he comes back to haunt you. And it's always like that. When a player comes back to his old team, he wants to show off and show out. And he did exactly that. He screamed that, all right, you want to play over the top of everything and let me take all the underneath shit? That's what I'm going to do. This game, we're going to talk about 21-17, man. It was a turnaround game. It was, the 49ers were flying on all cylinders, and then it just turned around. And shit happens. It'd be like that at times. But that was a big-time divisional game. Had a bunch of divisional games and some big-time upsets that we're going to talk about as well. He's on fire. I love that Jags uniform right now. If I miss my Jaguars. 41-38. The Colts offense surged under the guidance of Mills, who threw for 3 touchdowns. I mean, every time I turn around, Colts got a different quarterback going on over there. These guys are all over the place. That's what happens when you over there and chat with Demon all day long. You just can't get a steady hand right now. But he's winning some games. That's all that matters. 41-38. You getting the best of so-called both worlds right now, and it ain't gonna work out at the end. Judy's crazy day, and Broncos win 56-9. It looks like the Broncos is getting a handle over that team over there, and Jerry Jeudy went off for 155 yards receiving. and the Broncos victory 56-9. That's a big game because we play them tonight. If he doesn't, not answer me or whatever like that. Old school. Borgie was the man of the hour in the Bengals win over the Ravens, totaling 152 yards rushing. Borgie did have a good day, man. His biggest run was 34 yards to seal the deal, actually, in this game. This was a hell of a game. This was a da-na-na, instant classic, instant rewind moment, instant go back and watch it over. But yes, Borgie and that Bengals offense, they came out in an entirely different game. They took it back to old school high school football, and they just power pounded, no homo, the shit out of that rookie defensive line, and coached without making adjustments and just dealing with it. We didn't get the job done, and he did a hell of a job pulling out the 3-point win at the end of the day, giving the Ravens their first loss. 28-34 upset. Fans upset over interceptions. So the Chiefs' success hinged on their defense. The Raiders threw 3 interceptions, and that's the theme right now, man. We have to start questioning greatness. T is a highly talented guy over here, and trust me, we are not worried about him losing a game or two. It doesn't matter at all. But we have to talk about it, man, right now. Trevor Lawrence was his number 1 pick at 5 in the draft right now, man, and he's out there donating right now. What's the deal that's going on the Raiders? Can they find the offense right now? They're going to be solid on defense. They run around. The user game is there. But 34 points, 28 in overtime. I watched the overtime of this game, man. It just seems like the Raiders they just need to get built, man. They still got a lot of pieces. They a lot of holes. And I don't think they have that special guy in the backfield yet. At the same time, I think T is trying to develop everything else too as well, because I think at any moment he can get Michael Carter going. He is a dog. So, but yeah, newcomer comes in and upsets the Raiders, making that division a little interesting right now. We not going to jump all over him and say he the man right now and who's this new guy, he could play. None of that. He came in and got a dub. Shit happens. But he got to play some games to show me anything right now. So 34-28, Chiefs upset the Raiders right now. All right, so Samuels goes wild versus the Jets. The Jets could find no one to cover Curtis Samuels. He finished with an almost unthinkable 172 yards. Panthers chalked up the win, 56-35. This game got ugly late. They were balling. I'll tell you one thing, the Jets and their my player quarterback is looking really good over there, man. And they're a well put together team, and I think if they can just, keep fighting, and win their division and get themselves into the playoffs, they're going to surprise a few teams, man. This team is well put together. Beckham Jr. leads Browns to a 20-17 win, man. It seems like every game I watch the Packers play, they playing dogfight games, and I think it's strategy. I think that's exactly how he wants to play these games right now. And, the Browns did pull it off after coming off that big upset they lost last week against the Bengals. They do come back and pull out a 20-17 win over the Packers in the game of the week. Unstoppable. Sanders was unstoppable for the Eagles as they topped the football team. The Eagles running back rushed for 5 rushing touchdowns. Washington defense searched for answers. Now, in that front 4, and I would go as far as to say the front 7, and Washington, they're really confusing me right now. But we saw this before. We saw this in Game of Thrones. We saw early on, early often, they just was all over the place. But what's coming down the pike. I know it. You know it. Everybody that seen him play with this team before know it. Eventually, those guys are going to be animals up front, and the things that's happening now aren't going to continue to happen right now. But I'm impressed more with Mark, with Miles Sanders scoring 5 touchdowns in this game. 42-14, Eagles over top of the Washington football team. He's on fire. The Bills jumped on Allen's back, and they came through connecting with his receivers for 371 yards. Now, week 6 shenanigans, man. That's why I named it Shenanigans. I mean, I'm super impressed. Mike got Josh Allen through for 371 and then got the dub, 23-17 right now, man. This AFC East is a little weird over there right now. I don't really know who's who over there and who really has the handle over that division. I think anybody can win it over there, and I really think we put together these divisions in a really big way right now, man. Let's get to what happened in the shenanigans that's going on. Let's talk about it. I'm ready to go get Adam Scheffner so he can talk about what's been going on through the trade talk right now. We've been diving deep into stuff, seeing what's going on. But week 6, Let's go back to week 5 and let's look at what was happening in these situations. So, Colts trade 2021 round 5, pick 5, 160 pick right now, draft picks to the 49ers. Colts also trade a 2022 fourth round pick to the 49ers. 49ers trade the Colts linebacker, young stallion linebacker Dre Greenlaw. The 49ers was in the trade market today heavy. So Ravens trade their 2023 first round pick to the 49ers. And they trade second year player Malik Harrison at middle linebacker to the 49ers. In return, they go get rookie middle linebacker Baron Browning right there. We'll talk about this trade a little bit further. We're going to dive deep into both of these trades. The 49ers are getting rid of linebackers right now. What's going on over there? The strength of that defense is that front four up front, and they had really good linebackers. They got rid of a young stallion. I can understand getting that first round pick back, and then you get rid of Greenlaw too. So we must be have a couple other players over there that he can plug and play and comfortable enough to make these moves. So I see what the 49ers are doing. They're looking for draft picks right now. They want to attack this year's draft coming up. And it's perfect because they got themselves out of the draft and they're bringing themselves back into it. I'm not mad at these trades at all. I think they're pretty solid right now. Now, Laren Stokes from Oklahoma. I know you see Stokes up there, but it's really Stokes. Game won't allow us to put it up there. Richard Wildgoose, the cover corner for Wisconsin on Superstar, goes to the Chiefs for Superstar left end Greg Rosea to the Ravens right now. I think the Ravens started to move. You see what they did. They went and got a middle linebacker and another pass rusher in the process of that, and they gave up 2 players for it. They gave up a corner and a defensive end to replace that defensive end. Now, that defensive end is special. We did go get us a superstar DN. We give up a superstar and a star DN to get that superstar DN. We want somebody, a dog that could be a playmaker to help us move players back to where they belong at. We feel like we got beat up in between the guards and the tackles in that Bengals game, and we just needed to get our strength back there. Isaiah Loudermilk, with this move, he's able to go back to his natural position, which is D tackle, and that gives us Calais Campbell and him in the middle. And then on the edge, we was able to go get this guy to pull him back outside, and with the speed and able to make plays in the run game and the passing game. So the Ravens, after that loss, they felt like they needed to beef up the defensive front 7. And they did exactly that. Buccaneers trade their 2022 round 3, pick 82 to the Lions. Lions trade 2022 round 1 draft pick to the Bucks. What happened in this trade? All right, so right outside linebacker Quincy Roche, he comes from that same class of Miami DNs, outside linebacker status with Gregory Roche. Quincy Roche, Gregory Roche, and what's the other guy over there for I think the Cleveland Browns got him. My bad, I can't think. I got ice cream trucks and shit in the background. That's real talk right now. I'm losing my thought, but what the fuck is that guy's name? The defensive end, Phillips. There you go, Phillips. They had 3 dog pass rushers in Miami that came out of this draft. Roche is one of those guys right now. He's an outside linebacker. Now he's playing for the Lions, so that's solid. They also got D tackle Darius Stills. I like that. I think the Lions is beefing up their defense right now, and they're getting young, and they want these guys to grow. At the end of the day, I like it. They gave up a first, but in return, they got a third back and 2 dog players that, they develop, and they can develop into starters right away. So I like it. They also, the Chiefs traded a 2022. Oh, yeah, that's for the running back. We know that don't count. Colts trade 2022 round 3, 96 draft pick to the Giants. Colts trade middle linebacker Darius Leonard. This is the playmaker to the Giants. Giants trade D tackle Leonard Williams, and Giants trade quarterback Davis Mills to the Colts. So the Colts in return, they get Davis Mills and Leonard Williams, which I like, a superstar D tackle and a dog quarterback to come in and play for you. And you get rid of a star middle linebacker Darius and a draft pick. So I like it. The Rams is still in the Rams trade 2021 first. Oh yeah, that was a trade that had to be made. So I'm not gonna talk about that. So let's look at the Saints trade 2022 week 4. Saints trade round 6 pick to the Colts. They also trade a 3rd round pick to the Colts, and then the Colts traded D tackle Glover Stewart to the Saints. I gotta check out Glover Stewart and see who he is. Panthers had a trade with the Giants, and it was Evan Ingram, and in return they got a first and a fifth out of it. They got a future first and a 5th round pick out of it this year. All right, so the Jets trade their 2023 second round pick and their 2023 first round pick for Ravens cornerback Miles Jones, 6'4" star, and Deshaun Elliott, the Dark Knight, 86 overall, 24-year-old Deshaun Elliott, the hit stick. And you got the Panthers trading with the Cowboys, and they get Jalen Smith for a 2nd round 2022. And as again, Saints is in the building again. The Broncos trade left end Ichini and Nwosu to the Saints. Saints give up a 4th round pick. Saints also trade Cameron Jordan to the Broncos. Wait, what did you get in return here? What kind of trade was this? Wait a minute. Cameron Jordan goes to the Broncos. They get Emmanuel Mosley, a normal corner, and Uchini Nwosu left end and a 4th round pick. I guess. I see that makes sense. They just made the the Broncos is building themselves up to right now to better win right now as well too. So that Cameron Jordan traded, I think the Broncos winning that. And then you had the Ravens also trade their 1st round pick and gave up a 2022 1st round pick to the Lions, and they gave up a 3rd round pick. Ravens trade 2023 3rd round. Ravens trade 2022 2nd round. And in return, they get a 1st round pick out of the Lions. They swap. So it was swaps going on in here, which is just strategy and movement. Seahawks trade 2022 round 6, and Seahawks trade 2022 round 4, and 2022 round 4 to the Colts. All these picks went to the Colts. Colts trade cornerback Tremont Smith to the Seahawks. He robbed the shit out of them. Good move by the Colts. And Colts trade, I see it. The Colts got the Jake Corham, rookie center that went to the Seahawks, so he didn't rob him at all. All right, so then you got the Lions trading 2nd round pick, and Trent Brown from the Raiders went to the Lions. And as you can see, a lot of trades. Pittman went, let me see, Colts trade wide receiver Michael Pittman to the Jets. Smart, I like that move. Steelers trade 2nd round pick for safety Terrell, and Steelers trade for safety Terrell Edmonds. Browns trade right guard Wyatt Tiller. All right, so within the division, man, Steelers moving around to get a lineman and a pick for Terrell Edmonds as well. So there you go. They're the trade moves right now. People are willing and dealing, man. People are moving around. People are doing good things. We're seeing the GM skills, exactly what this league is about. Moving around and showing how good of a GM you really are, putting the team together. I love them saying the Davis Mills trade. He comes right in, starts, get a win. Big time trade. I like it. We got things happening right now. All right, fellas. That was breaking news from Adam Schefter. Week 5. Let's get to it. Week 5 stats right now. Weekly awards. Miles Sanders, 35 carries for 272 yards. Went off. 7.8 yards again. This guy got 35 carries.
Wow.
Am I seeing a trend right now? We are butt balling for real out this bitch. Early, too. People want to win in a worse way. Oh my God! 35 carries, 272, 5 rushing touchdowns. Isaiah Simmons had 6 tackles, 1 sack, and 3 INTs. The cheat code is still doing what we've been seeing him doing anyway at middle linebacker. Okay, so everybody that Boone talked about, every player that Boone talked about that said was going to be in a bad situation because of where they went, showed off. Hubert, 24 carries, 154 yards. 6.4 yards a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns. Caught the ball out the backfield, 6 catches for 152 yards. Average 25.3 yards a game, so catch right there. So that shut Boone right the hell up. Michael Hyde, 7 tackles, 3 INTs. Those safeties over there for the Bills, still playing at a high level on week 5. Did I go over week 4? We said Tom Brady. Yeah, we went over week 4, guys. Okay. Yep. All right, through 6 games, man. Through 5 to 6 games, what's going on in the league right now, man? In the NFL, in the passing game, Jamie Newman, it seems like every time they come out the Giants game, he's the best quarterback in the league. I don't get it over there, but he just jumped up in front of everybody, 200 yards. Lamar in second place, Garantino third. They meet up this game. This is a matchup right here, Lamar versus Garantano. Tom Brady sitting there, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Herbert, and Russell Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we missing one after Russell Wilson. We got Marcus Holmes, the my player, is sitting at 10 right now and passing yards throughout the league right now. When you go look at touchdown passes right now, Tom Brady with 20 on the year, only 3 interceptions, looking really good. Newman with 19, 13 picks. Lamar with 18 and 12 picks, throwing 4 picks in his last game. Kyler Murray 18 and 14. Garantano 17 and 9. Russell Wilson 14 and 5. Baker Mayfield 14 and 12, and Herbert 13 and 10, along with Kellen Mond 13 and 10, and Deshaun Watson 12 and 3, which is really good. Justin Fields in at 12 and 16. In the run game, nobody's carrying the ball except for Miles Sanders more than Nano's running back Mostert. He has 117 carries. Travis Etienne is right behind him with 110. Barkley 95, Miles Sanders 90, Trey Sherman 86 carries. Dalvin Cook 84, Elliott 74, Israel 72, and then we got a whole bunch of 72s after that. All right, so Nando's down at 300 yards in front of the next rusher. As always, Mostert is at the top of this list. Israel's in second. Michael Carter's in third. Travis Etienne fourth. And Saquon Barkley fifth. Dalvin Cook sixth. Miles Sanders seventh. Cam Akers is 8. Elliott is 9. And McCaffrey is 10. Rushing touchdowns right now. Mostert with 14. Michael Carter with 10. McCaffrey with 10. Travis Etienne 8, tied with Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb, and then Dalvin Cook with 7, and then it's Israel, Sanders, Teller, Herbert, all with 6. And the receiving game right now, we already know who's catching the ball the most right now. 37 for Hop, the running back Kenny Gainwell out the backfield. Desmond Patman just got his breakout, 33. Cam Akers, another running back, 32. We're starting to see a trend of running backs out here doing their thing in the passing game. Since Falk started that shit off last year in Game of Thrones, everybody's doing it now. Marquez Stevenson, 32 catches. The rookie Vic Allen, the my player, with 27 catches. Will Fuller, Metcalf, both got 27. And you got Godwin, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, and Gerald Everett, all with 25 catches. 820 yards right now, D-Hop. Metcalf is behind him with 640. Curtis Samuel snuck up with 633. Waddle with 600. Hollywood Brown 555. Devontae Smith 536. Godwin 507. Mark Cooper, Stevenson, and more. DeAndre Hopkins is averaging 164 yards a game. Right behind him is 160 with Metcalf. Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner, 134. Right behind him is Curtis Samuels, 126.6. Then there's Waddle, Hollywood, Godwin, Chark, and Cooper. Touchdowns right now. Hops with 13, Waddle with 11, Metcalf with 10, Heisman with 9, Godwin with 9, Cooper with 8, Rondell Moore, little ass, with 7. Tackles on the year. Dylan Moses, 41 tackles right now. Troy Aikby from the safety position for the Washington football team with 40. Patrick Cream with 36. Derwin James, 35. Harrison, 35. You got Devin White with 34. Rashawn Evans with 34. Conley from the cornerback position with 33. Tanner Muse, 33. Robert Rochelle, the rookie corner, with 33. And Dorian Eldridge with 32. Tackles for loss, my favorite stat. Who's doing it? Who's getting at a high level? Patrick Queen at 1 right now, tied with Darius Washington, the baby honey badger right now, over there playing at a high level. They both tied for first. Then you got Troy Akpe, Jacoby Stevens, Devin White, J.J. Watt, K.J. Britt, Isaiah Simmons, Myles Garrett, Antonio Ty, Jabril Peppers, all with 6. So that's the second place guys right there. So you see there's a lot of them. We're not just going to keep going through all that, but there's a lot of guys that's up there. Sacks. Aaron Donald leads the league in 10, as he should. Myles Garrett is tied for second with 8, along with Billy Mann with 8. Jadeveon Clowney with 7. Nick Bosa with 5. Burns with 4.5. INTs right now. Isaiah Simmons with 9. Derwin James with 9. And my player, rookie Trey Washington with 7. Tavarius Moore for the Niners with 6. Ashton Davis with 5. J.C. Horner, rookie corner, with 5. Derek West, the safety, my player, with 5. Brian Mills, 5. Terrell Edmonds, 4. Witherspoon, 4. As you can see, going on. Who's returning shit right now? Touchdowns. Defensive touchdowns right now. Javin White, 3 of them for the Broncos. Kendall Fuller with 3 for the Washington football team. Xavier Howard, 2. Nigel Thomas, the rookie my player, with 2 back to the crib. Hussein Brewer with 2 to the crib. Isaiah Simmons with 2 to the crib. And then we got a whole host of 1s. Hitter, you in your game right now, right? Alright. Alright, fellas, let's look at this BCS change up right now. We had some undefeated teams take losses, so things is changing right now. 4 remaining undefeated. And then there was 4. So here we go. Falcons, 4-0. Number 1 in the BCS. Chargers, 4-0, number 2 in the BCS, 154, 69 points given up. Seahawks, 4-0, 135, 92 given up. Bucks, 5-0, 204 points scored, 46 given up. He's shitting. Colts are now in 5th place at 4-1. Broncos are in 6th. Cowboys are in 7th. 49ers are in 8th. Cardinals are in 9th. And Ravens drop down to 10th. Right outside your top 10, you have the Browns, Packers, Vikings, Panthers, Jets, Raiders. Things are very interesting right now. Very, very interesting. The AFC North got a little shittier. Ravens and Browns are tied right now until they meet up. Right now, the Bengals are on a 2-game winning streak. They knocked off the Browns and the Ravens. Both of his wins were divisional game wins. Steelers still trying to find their identity. AFC South, as you can see, the Colts are sitting at 4-1. Their only loss came to the 49ers. 2-3 Titans, 2-3 Texans, 0-4 Jaguars. AFC East, you got the Jets sitting at 3-2, Bills 2-3, Dolphins 1-4, Patriots 1-4. They are all still over here in the hunt and fighting for each other's spot. AFC West, you got the Chargers sitting at 4-0. Broncos are 4-1 on a 4-game winning streak. Raiders is 3-2. They just dropped the game with the Chiefs being 1-3, picking up their first win on the season when they changed. As soon as they changed coach. In the NFC, you got the Packers dropping their first loss, 3-1. Vikings are now 3-2. Lions are 1-4. Bears are 0-4 right now. Falcons are sitting at 4-0. Bucks are 4-0. Panthers are 3-2. Saints are 2-3. This division is playing at a high level. All these guys over there rocking. Oh my God, things are about to get very interesting coming down the stretch. NFC East, Cowboys sitting at 4-1, and then you got the 1-4 Eagles, 1-4 football team, and 0-5 Giants. I don't believe those Giants. I think you tanking and just don't want to be caught tanking. Seahawks 4-0. Niners 4-1, Cardinals 4-1, and the Rams are 0-4 over here. And that's the division. I don't think this stuff changes. Numbers are going to change. Things are going to happen right now. The Seahawks decided they taking over the division with the third place Cardinals saying no matter what, this is his division. So we shall see as things get a little interesting going down the stretch right now. Like we really going to see who's who, right? Week 6 shenanigans at the end of the day. So let's get back to week 5 and what happened in those games over there. I would play my NFL network music, but we got our soundtrack in the background, so you guys gonna have to deal with that when we break these games down. TNH Radio, yo yo. You. So week 5, we did. If you go through the games real fast, we did have some game of the weeks. We talked about some of these games. I'm gonna go from bottom to the top right now. This was an ass whooping right here. Again, I don't believe this shit at all. We'll start with this game. Cowboys Giants 70-14. I don't know what's going on with these Giants over here, but they just look like they trying to lose on purpose. Like they got their sight eyes on somebody that they not gonna get. Jamie Newman, 469. He started his season off as a rookie, and he had a big day on the Giants, and he come right back and do it again with 469 yards. I mean, come on, bro, 469, 8 touchdowns. Like, knock it off. Yeah, all right, I might fall for that. 18 carries for 101 yards. Travis Etienne is playing at a high level. I will say that. Barkley 16 carries, 50 yards. Jesus Christ. Mari Cooper, 8 catches. I mean, he just did what he wanted over here. I don't believe that shit at all. Saints Cardinals was a big time game. We talked about this yesterday. But this is a big game, man. It came down to fourth quarter. Both of them scored that 21-14 point quarter. Arizona had them 0 and then 14 points to 7. It was a 14-14 game going into halftime, and then that 21-14 third quarter changed this game with the 7-7 in the fourth quarter. Jets Panthers. So in the beginning of this game, it was a 0-7 game. Then it was 21-14. Jets went up, and then the Cardinals scored 14 in the third and 21 in the fourth to change this game around, man. And it looked like the game got ugly late right now. Trey Lance had 113.6 rating, 259, 3 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks. Marcus Holmes 106, 435 yards. He threw 4 touchdowns with 4 picks as well. He was sacked twice as well. In a run game, Caffrey did what he do, 18 for 183, 4 touchdowns on the ground. Aaron Jones had 60 yards on 5 yards of carry, and Trey Lance carried the ball 4 times for 27 yards, 6.8. And in receiving targets, it looked like Corey Davis went off, 8 catches, 223 yards, 27.9 yards to catch, 3 touchdowns. Curtis Samuels had 5 on the day, 172 and 2 touchdowns. Kittles played well. He had 100 yards, 6 for 120. They were playing. Evans scored a touchdown, 2 catches, 49 yards in the teat. And Denzel Mims also scored in this game right there. So, again, you could tell this game got ugly late. Some kickoffs must have happened late in this game for this to turn around. As you can see, 3 for Anthony Brown. I would look at this and say, Mill would say, I made that trade with the Cowboys, and look what he comes over here and does. Get me 3 INTs. Mosley comes back to New Jersey and gets an INT as well on his former team. Deshaun Elliott, whatever you want to call him, back, man, the Dark Knight, whatever he is, he's a dog. Here you go over here with a pick, and then Matt Hankins, the rookie corner, with an INT as well. Who got to the quarterback? We saw 2 of them, and then Brian Burns, the superstar, gets over there to the quarterback, Marcus Holmes. Come back to this big time game. Jaguars 41-38. This game looked like it went down to the wire. There was a shootout, and it was going at it. 14 points for Indianapolis in the first quarter, 3 Jacksonville. 17-14 second quarter, Jacksonville. 13-11 third quarter, Indianapolis, and then a 7-0 fourth quarter. 41-38, man. Close game. They was rocking. 3-point game. The new quarterback, Davis Mill, had 122.6 rating, 267, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Peyton Ramsey, 60.8, not going to get it done with that type of rating. 232 and 2 picks, not getting it done like that. Herbert did have 24 carries, 154 yards, 3 touchdowns. Teller had 92 with 1 touchdown, but out the backfield, Herbert 6 led his team with Danner 6 catches, 152. DJ Moore balled out, 7 for 144 and 3 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts had 3 catches as well in this game, pushing the Colts to the dub over here. Patriots Bills 23-17. We talked about this early on. Let's just see who did what real fast. With Josh Allen with a 101.9, 371 yards. He did throw 3 touchdowns and 3 picks, but Newton out here donating. Cam Newton is still a donation. He is donating to every team he plays right now with 4 picks. I'm quite sure he leads the league in interceptions right now, 2 touchdowns. Mr. Donator. Again, we saw Miles Sanders go bonkers in this game, so we just go right to that. See what Miles Sanders did in the rushing game. 35 carries. This guy ran the ball 35 times. He tired as shit. There's no way he could play the next game. I guarantee that. There's no way. You ran him in the hole. He dead. That motherfucker, you need a backup right now. Come trade for one, because Miles Sanders is still red right now. He ain't even red. He purple. 35 carries. Oh, my God. It was call a play, hike, run ball. Call a play, hike, run ball. Oh, God. But he's sure he can take on the workload, I'll tell you that. Steelers, Broncos, 56-9. This is the ass whooping right now. I don't know what's going on with these Steelers right now, but Garantano was perfect with a 154.3 QB rating, 367 yards, 5 touchdowns. He gets sacked twice, that's it. Trey Sermon out the backfield played well for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 23 carries for 107 yards. But it looked like the receivers went off. Let's stay over here with the Broncos and see what he did. 5 catches for Judy for 155 and a touchdown. Rondell Moore had 6 catches for 139, 23.2 yards a catch, 3 touchdowns. Noah Fant, 3 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. They were going bonkers over here. Everybody touched the ball, and they got the dub, man. Big time win over there. That's a big time score, big time win. Houston Titans, that was the 4th win. Packers, Browns, the game of the week. Here we go. Cleveland travels to Cheesehead, Wisconsin, and what we got was Baker Mayfield 74.5, Aaron Rodgers 22.2. Shut down nations. 137 in the passing game, 107 in the passing game. Baker did throw 2 touchdowns, but they both had 3 picks and 5 picks. Rodgers threw 5. He had a bad day today. Looked like Jordan Love was supposed to play. But Shi Smith, the wide receiver, converted to running back, 20 carries for 107 yards, 5.3 and a touchdown. There was no run established whatsoever over here between the running backs in Cleveland, with Puka getting shut and with Nick Chubb getting shut. Nick Chubb got shut. Odell Beckham had 3 catches, 10 yards, 3.3 yards. I mean 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was nothing was produced over there. This was a defensive game, simple as that, and a couple of plays made. That's how that went. And they played in the game of the week. And that's how it's supposed to look, the game of the week, a dogfight. Saints, Cardinals, we talked about the Cowboys, we talked about that. Steelers. Now let's get back up here to the most important 2 games right now. So let's start with the Bengals. Bengals came out and dominated the first half. Cincinnati went up 3-0. Then they went up 17-7. And it was 17-0 late second quarter. Through a pick 6. We made it a 7-17 game. Actually, it was a 7-10 game at this point. And then he throws a bomb or throw it up. Last play, a couple seconds left on the play clock. Throw that thing up. Got the pass interference. Got himself in the red zone and running back score. And when rookie running back Borgie scored on that stretch, it changed the game right now. At the end of the day. Yeah, it was a great comeback from you. Definitely a great comeback from you, big guy. So now, with that being said, you also had this game going to go into the second half. Cincinnati got an interception. The Baltimore Ravens got the ball first. Second half, drove, got a pick. Cincinnati comes down to score again, but they missed the extra point, so they up 23-7 at this point, 16-point win. And then in the fourth quarter, we answered with 16, with like under 3 minutes, 16 points. Lamar took over in the fourth quarter, but Borgie showed him that they were here to play, and on a 34-yard scamper, to put the game away. They put themselves in field goal range and knock down a field goal, giving the Bengals a 2-game winning streak in the division at that as well. They won both their games as division matchups, and it's showing that they for real. And if they have to get down and dirty with you, they can. That was a big time game, man. We almost completed the comeback to better call this one of the best games around because to come back from down 16 with 3 minutes to go, and for us to tie that game up, that was big. But can't talk about it when you didn't win the game. Simple as that. So good shit, baby Camden. Now, the overtime game, man. This is a big game for the Chiefs and the Raiders to play for the first time. As you can see over here. So this is the problem. 120.7. Patrick Mahomes finally got a coach over here. 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. But Trevor Lawrence is struggling. He did throw for 341 yards, but 2 picks, 85.5 QB rating, 3 interceptions. Is hurting this team right now. 21 carries, 97 yards, 4.6. He's never used to having a guy running with them type of averages. You give anybody 21 carries, they usually have 300 to 400 yards rushing. So what is going on over here in Las Vegas? Brandon Murray had 11 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown. And in the receiving game, Henry Ruggs did what Henry Ruggs did. He just didn't touch the end zone. 6 catches, 134. Hardman had 4 for 104. Speed kills, 26 yards to catch, 1 touchdown. Reek, 5 for 47, 9.4, and a touchdown. Michael Carter did catch the ball out the backfield for a touchdown as well. Pitting the Chiefs in their first win of the season right now. So when we looked at the 49ers and the Seahawks game, we did tell y'all it was a tale of 2 halves. Again, Seahawks went into halftime 17-0. They came out of halftime and they forgot to come back out to halftime and play football. Simple as that. They went into halftime playing football. They came out to halftime not playing football. Simple as that. 314 yards. Yeah, we on the same. You young right now. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. You saw how I got beat, bro. Like, that shit real right now. That youth and not having the shit that you need to have is just. Oof. But the Seahawks turned this game around, man. Let's look and dive deep into what happened over here. So Russell Wilson had 101.3, 184, 2 touchdowns. He realized I don't have to throw bombs and, try to throw crossing routes on you all game long. You're not giving up that type of shit. We're going to take the underneath. Garoppolo, 77.3, 127 yards. Garoppolo was sacked twice. Russell was sacked 3 times. Garoppolo threw 17 passes in this game. And this is the reason why the 49ers lost the game. 9 for 17 right there. The moment you make the 49ers throw the ball, he's in trouble. So at the end of the day, he's on an average of 5 to 6 passes a game. The moment you get him away from 5 to 6 and get that average up there to 8, 9 passes a game, he's going to be in trouble, and that's what I see right now. In the rushing game, 23 carries, 203. He was going ham with the running back. Maybe us talking shit to him about giving him too many carries might have stopped him from running the ball. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. But 23 carries, 8.8 yards a carry. I don't know why you ain't stay with him. 2 touchdowns. Then you had Tevin Coleman comes back in the 49ers building and give him 11 carries for 128 yards and a touchdown in this game. And the receiving aspect of things, Deebo Samuel 4 for 87. DK Metcalf still got to the end zone. Tevin Coleman went off on the run game and in the passing game. 4 catches, 52 yards, and a cheat. And it's that simple. That's how that shit ended there. Hey, man, we are in the week 6 right now, and here we go. Broncos-Ravens, game of the week. Flat out game of the week. Packers-Bengals, this is a big game right here. Can the Bengals win 3 straight games right now? And not only win 3 straight games, beat 3 undefeated teams. That was teams that were undefeated going into the late season. Now the Packers dropped the game to the Browns, but they're still one of the top tier teams in the NFC right now. So can the Bengals win 3 straight big time games right now? That's a hell of a schedule for him to come around, and he won 2 out of those tough schedules. He won 2 out of 3 so far. Can he continue that streak? This is a game to watch right here. Bengals Packers, Lions Browns, 49ers Giants. This is a game to watch. I want to see what the fuck is going on with these Giants right now. Because to me, I think he's doing this shit on purpose. And I don't know why he let his boy D West throw for 7 and 8 touchdowns on him a week every time they play. I don't know if he's helping him build his quarterback or what. But I'm calling it out. This bullshit. I don't trust it. All that tank shit ain't allowed. So let me catch it. And there's going to be issues for real. You better turn it around. You too good of a player for all that shit, Albert. Knock it off. Chargers Chiefs. This game became a big game because the new coach came over there and stole a win in Las Vegas. And can he come back and do it again and give the Chargers their first loss on the season right now? Cardinals Colts. I like this game. This game is a game. This is a crew rival game right here. Two people that really don't know each other that much, but can the Cardinals and Colts may give us a game, a must-watch game? I would like to see. Um, Seahawks Bears. Ah, Raiders football already played 56-35. Jets Patriots is a big divisional game. Jaguars Titans another divisional game. Bills Dolphins to me would be a big game if Black wasn't home. Falcons Cowboys. This is the game right here. This is another player of the week game right here. Game of the week right here with the Falcons and the Cowboys. And then the Texans is back. Can the Texans get back and turn this season around real fast against the Rams? We shall see as we get down to the stretch, man. Simple as that. Lock in, tune in, do whatever you gotta do. You already know. And again, I know y'all want to see them, but we are still working on the highlights and getting them shits together for y'all coming soon. And hits the franchise guru. Holla when ya holla. If you don't holla, fuck you.